Hello students, welcome back to the second video of trees. We will see representation of trees in this video. Now one representation of tree was this tree here which you have already seen. Like there is a one top designated node which is called as a root. Then these are child nodes which are connected to the root, and then further there are these at the end, these are called as leaf nodes, and so on. So this is one hierarchical representation which we have already discussed in the previous video, and we had also seen some other terminologies like A is called as parent node for B, then E and F are children of node B, B and C are siblings. So we had seen these terminologies in the previous video. This video we will see representation of trees. So trees can be represented in three ways. One is list representation. Then next is left child right sibling representation, and the third is representation as a degree to tree. So these are the three things which we are going to discuss in this video. So let us start with the first thing, which is list representation. So yes, list can be represented as tree can be represented as a list as well. So what we'll do is we'll take this as the uh, tree. Okay, this is one representation. We'll try to convert this into a list representation. So for that, first I will write a list over here. So we have one node which is A, which is nothing but the root node. Okay, next this A has how many children? It has three children. That is, B is the first child, then C is the next child, and then D is the third child. Okay, so B, C, and D are the children of A. Okay, so the B, C, and D, these are three children. So that is what I have written over here. Next, we'll see node B. Now, node B has two more children, which is E and F are the children of B. Okay, E further, it has two children, which is K and L. F has no child node, so I will just close it. C, it has one child which is G, so I write it over here. Then if you look at D, D is this particular portion. So D has three children, so I just write them over here: H, I, and J. These are three children of, I'm just converting this particular tree as a list. So D has three children: H, I, J. H further has one child which is M. So this is the list of the tree. Now I will try to represent this list or this tree in the form of list representation. So what I have to do is I will have nodes over here for representing. Each node will have I will draw the first node, which is A, the root node. Now this root node A has how many children? It has three children. So I will just write three nodes, or I will just create three nodes. Okay, and then this is the last node. So A has three children, so I have written three nodes over here. Next, the first node is what, or the first child is what? It is B. So I will just write the first child as B. Now B has how many children? It has two children, which is E. Sorry, I will just draw a box over here. So it has two children. So I will just draw two nodes over here. Now B has two children. Okay, so I have two blocks here. The first child E is further a subtree. So I will draw another list from here, which is E. E has two more children, which is So E has two children, so I will just draw two blocks. The first child, is it a tree? No, so I will not draw a further sub list here. Instead, as K and L are the leaf nodes, so I just write them here itself. Okay, and thus L or this list is ending here. So to mark the end or null character, or I will just write a 0 over here. This list also ends over here, so I will write a 0 here. This also ends here, so I write a 0 over there. Now this B has two children. The first is E, which is done. The second, it is not a tree, but it is just a leaf node, so I will just write F over here. Okay, similar thing we'll do with the next child of A, which is C. So I will just draw a node for C. C has how many children? It has one child. Okay, so if it is a tree, I will just further go and draw another list, but it is a leaf node, so I will write here itself as G. Similarly, I will have to do it for the last node, which is, or last child, which is D. Okay, so D has how many children? It has three children, so I will just draw three nodes. This is the end, so I write a 0 over here. D has further three children, so I have marked these three nodes over here. The first child is H. H further has one child, so I write M, whereas the remaining two, I and J, they are just leaf nodes, so I will write I and J over here itself. Okay, so this representation is called as list representation. Okay, I am representing a tree in the form of list. To see a clear picture, I have just pasted your textbook figure over here, so you can look at this. So this was your list representation, and this is in terms of the diagram. Okay, so hope the first representation of tree is clear, which is list representation. Now let us look at the next type, which is left child right sibling representation. So here we again draw nodes, but then this is important. Left, whatever node I write, whatever node I draw, to the left of it, it should be child. Okay, to the left of it, it should be child, and to the right of it, it should be sibling. Okay, so let us. So this is the main tree which I take. This is the main uh, tree which I take for discussion, and then 1 second. Just 1 second. So I will just write the first thing. Uh, yeah, first thing as node. So A is the node. I write it over here. A is the root. Sorry, I write it over here. Now, what we are doing is left child right representation. Okay, left child right sibling representation. So to the left of A, to the left of A, I will have the child. So what is the child of A? It is B. Okay, then B has two siblings. Okay, so I will write them over here, C and D. Next, B has a child which is E, so I'll write E over here. It has a sibling which is F. Okay, this is very simple. E has a child which is K. K has a sibling which is L. Next, C has a child which is G. So I write G over here. That is done. Then I come over here. D has it has three children, but then I write the leftmost child here, which is H. H has siblings which are I and J. So I and J are the siblings. H has one child which is M. So it is to be drawn something like this. So this particular thing, whatever I have drawn over here, is left child right sibling representation of a tree. Okay, this is the base tree which we have considered. So this was the second representation. So this is the third, or this is redrawn for you. Okay, you can have a look at this. Next is the final thing, which is representation as a degree 2 tree. Now this is again very simple, which is something related to your previous representation itself, which was right sibling and sorry, left child and right sibling representation. So if you know the previous one, left child right sibling representation, then this is very easy. We'll have to just rotate the right siblings clockwise by 45 degrees. That is what is given in the sentence. Rotate the right sibling pointers in the left child right sibling tree clockwise by 45 degrees. So this was my left child right sibling representation. So I will have to rotate the right sibling pointers by 45 degrees clockwise. That means this is going to come over here. Okay, this is the right pointer. I will just rotate it here. I will rotate this here. So all the right pointers, whatever are there, I will just rotate and get them over here. So how it is going to look? It's going to look something like this. There will be a root node which is A, B, E and K will be as it is. C has to be rotated by 45 degrees. So instead of this place here, right, it is going to come here. Okay, so C is going to come here. F F was here, it is to be rotated, so it comes here. L also is shifted, so it comes over here. G I write as it is. D is rotated, it comes over here or shifted by 45 degrees. H is going to come here. M is going to be there. Then this uh, towards the right of H, I had I and J. Now they are going to come down because they are shifted by 45 degrees. Okay, so this is a simple thing. A clear diagram is there on the next slide. Yeah, this one. So this is your representation as uh, two tree. Sorry, representation as a degree 2 tree. Okay, so these are the three representations which we have seen. Hope you have understood all of them. Thank you.